It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Saints and the Steelers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steelers set to go on offense, and it is the big man, Big Ben, number 7, Ben Roethlisberger, ready to lead them.
And what a career we've seen from Ben Roethlisberger. Awfully consistent, tough, durable, strong in the pocket, great leader. The guy who stands in and throws it downfield. And has also added to his game the ability to get the ball out of his hands quickly and let his guys do work downfield.
Come on. 51 the mic, boys. 51.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Harris going to get it again on second down. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Roethlisberger. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They run the counter. It's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will have the Steelers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball to the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
51, Mike 51.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Going for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Now Bush on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here come the Saints now for their 1st drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brees. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Brees, only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Your turn is here.
Now Brees. And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 6 yards left on second down. On the give, this is Harris. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
They'll run on first down. Harris, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run with Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Open man there is Swan, complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this 2nd go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That one has set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down of the sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
On 2nd down now, it's Harris. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the Steelers on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's got it to Swan, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. That one in the books as a 12-carry drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brees.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 35. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And down on the field, Jimmy Graham. This is where you hold your breath and hope it's not the knee again. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 1st down, Harris.
Big hole up the middle.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to hold on to their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Boswell for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In clutch territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? He was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats. Look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field remains.
A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Brees going to throw. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Brees now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Brees. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten it.
It's what they want to do. Tighten down everything they're doing, and it maybe explode at the right time.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. Finding Harris over the middle. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Going up top for Miller. This is caught at the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brees. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The final shot before half for Brees. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half.